Guys of Reddit, what's the worst thing about being a guy? Serious. Getting hit in the balls. Social pressures to not show emotions. People assume you are strong just because you have a dong. Yet when you're hit in the balls, it's one of the few times when it's completely socially acceptable to show emotions. Hey, I can't complain. No, really, I can't complain. I'm just supposed to suck it up and deal. Hairy backs, hairy balls, great eyelashes that women envy. If I could grow a beard like I grow hair down there, my beard would be 17 miles long. I'm a single dude who lives on his own in my early 20s. For me, it's honestly the lack of touch and closeness. Just hugs from friends and family. You don't really get that as a dude, and it seems like all the girls I know have a lot more closeness than me. Maybe I'm just bad at life though. IDK. I stopped having frick dreams and started having cuddle touch dreams. That we're expected to be emotional bricks, unfilling, having to deal with all of our emotions alone. This idea of toxic masculinity isn't just something men perpetuate amongst themselves. If anything, the women in my life are equally guilty, if not more so, of encouraging the behavior. I'm always asking people how they're feeling, how their day is going, and never, and I literally mean never, get asked the question in return. This idea that men are supposed to be self-sufficient is cool. I've become emotionally self-sufficient because of it, but that expectation grew from my family and my girlfriends, past and present, and none of them are emotionally self-sufficient. Through the worst problems, even when they're my fault, I'm the one who finds a solution or make the problem go away. I've never been held, never been allowed to be emotional, never been allowed to be angry or sad. I can't cry in front of others. I throw things when I'm angry, because I bottle it up for so long. In all honesty, we just need to foster a world where you can speak your mind and your feelings without judgment. Higher car insurance rates kinda suck. They banned this in the UK after Sheila's Wheels were blatantly offering cheaper car insurance to women. We're relocating from my head to other parts of my body. Be a man. Military service for the countries where it's obligatory. Just once, I'd like to be the one who's asked out by a woman. It's really frustrating that I'm the one that's expected to make the first move every single time. If someone asked me out, I'd feel so happy. When you're sitting in the front of your jeans folds up and make it look like you have an erection, it's also hard to fix it without making it look like you're touching yourself. Having my dong touch the toilet bowl in some places. Big dong problems. Male mental health issues, especially eating disorders, often go unnoticed or aren't treated seriously. Dating is harder when you're shy. We like to be told we're attractive on occasion too. My sister used to babysit and made stacks. There's no use me even trying. Lack of respect for emotional distress. I just stuff mine down inside and wait till the tears come after too many beers. The kids and wife are usually upstairs or asleep. I can be in my cave and just let go. Sometimes all it takes is a scene from a movie show. I don't talk to women much, especially not people I've never met, because I convince myself, rightly or wrongly, that they will automatically assume I'm hitting on them. I have no idea what women actually think about this, having never been in their shoes. Perhaps a lady would confirm. Sometimes it's just nice to speak to people that aren't my regular guy friends about something that isn't football, gaming or Magic: The Gathering. It's all in the delivery. Conversation about mutual topics, mutual acquaintances, local events, world events, etc. are generally not seen as being hit on. Comments on appearance, body type, marital status, "So I heard you and him broke up," can be construed as hitting on, depending on delivery. My biggest problem with being male, it's so hard to date, mostly because it's so incredibly hard to make the first move. If you are shy and not loud and very sensitive, everyone assumes there is something wrong with you. Pressure to assert dominance in every group or risk being ignored or be ineffective. I love my few friends but they think I am badass mythetifica with no respect unless earned, so they try to impress me. No, I'll love you guys as you are but I won't show it. They can get away with so much they don't know. Being a guy and being quiet is extremely hard. If I had $1 for every time I've been called a psycho just because I'm quiet, I wouldn't have to work. Honestly, all this real men do X crap. Screw that. I'm gonna do whatever the heck I want. One of the things I apply this to is drinking. Like, god dang it, if I want a margarita, I'm gonna drink a margarita. Life is too short to tie your masculinity to the color of your drink. I'm not gonna pretend to enjoy whiskey on the rocks just cause society says I should. Being a big guy 6 feet 5 inches and fighting. People I wouldn't even know will try and fight me just to prove how tough they are. Not only that, but when my friends or other people I know want to fight someone, I am always expected to either break it up or basically do their fighting for them. I'm 25 now and most of this is behind me, but holy crap, it was annoying. Social pressure to make the first move. Feeling like the fact that I had emotional issues and severe self-image issues didn't matter. I was simply expected to be a man and hide my emotions rather than being able to constructively talk about them. Now I just bottle them all up and share nothing with anyone. Yup, have had this as well. The only people in my real life who know anything about my mental state are all girls because I can actually trust them without my mind freaking out. Not being taken seriously when you're a victim of RP and or domestic violence, the constant BS of being told to man up or toughen up and forced to stifle feelings and emotions, that all we want is TP frick, happy wife happy life, frick society and the pressure that they put on us. I'm dying to be held by a woman that loves me for me and wants to equally protect me and cherish me just as much as I would for her. I want to be the little spoon. I want to lay in your lap while you play with my hair while staring lovingly into my eyes. It's not all fun and games on this side of the fence. As a 39-year-old guy, the social pressure from women to make a lot of money in order to qualify as a partner is real. It is not just perceived or in a guy's head. It is real. I'm not even the type of guy who dates those types of women, but even the women I consider my type are also very concerned about money. I have a decent job, but I'm no doctor or lawyer. It seems the older I get, the more money is an issue. The general lack of compliments and positive reinforcement about your appearance. For me, it's the fact that when I feel absolutely overwhelmed, I can't just sit down and cry for a few minutes to get some of it out of my system. I mean, if I'm alone, no problem, but even if it's just my wife around, I feel like I have to suck it up and deal, and that's just not healthy in the long run. All these women want equality and I want to be a stay-at-home husband. Society really dicked me here. This is my only complaint about being a guy. I would love to be a stay-at-home dad, and I sure as crap would have the house immaculate every day with food cooked when my wife got home. Instead, it's the grind of work every day and getting home when everyone is pretty much asleep already. I like what Chris Rock has to say on this issue. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is loved only on the condition that he can provide something. Nobody ever says thanks dad for knocking out his rent. Chris Rock's stand up is pure gold. Testosterone is a pain in the butt. You can feel your body making unreasonable decisions and you have to use your mind to rein it in all the goddamn time. Being expected to be a fighter. Crap, I hate fighting. I dislike everything around it. I just want peace, love and relaxation for everybody. Being expected to not show emotions because it is unmanly. I don't show much emotion anyway because that is just me. I feel weak showing emotions because it means I can't control myself. Being expected to make the first move. I am insecure, dense and awkward as frick. The idea that men can never talk about their feelings, that men don't cry and that we're supposed to be strong and just muscle through emotions and real men don't even feel them. Maybe that's why male suicide rates are so high? Social pressure to keep a partner interested. I know it's not the case every time, but some days I would like to be the one pursued. I've never had a woman, friend or love interest who would initiate communication unless they needed something from me. If I don't text them or call them, we would probably never speak again. It makes me feel like they don't care enough to make the effort and it makes me sad. The stereotype that all guys want sex all of the time and that everything a guy does is somehow sexually motivated. While the stereotype does have evolutionary reasons for existing, I think it's time that we retire the stereotype for good, as it is incredibly harmful to guys. 1. Male sexual assault victims aren't taken seriously. Usually the guys assumed to have instigated it somehow, or in extreme cases some think that male rape is not possible because all guys like that. Strawman maybe, but many countries still don't recognize male rape, and most of the ones that do only started recognizing it very recently. 2. Many men don't want to spend time around children, especially female children, because these stereotypes logically imply that merely being in the presence of a child makes them a pedophile. I know only a small minority of people believe that, but men don't want to take the risk. When a group of researchers had a couple of children pretend to be lost in a mall, only 1 out of 650 people helped them out, an elderly woman. 3. It's possible for a woman to sue a sperm donor for child support. Even more disgustingly, a woman can steal a guy's sperm and sue him for child support. Knowing this, I certainly would never want to donate sperm. Not worth the risk. I don't have the money for 18 years of that crap. 4. Male rape victims as young as 15 have been forced to pay child support to their rapist. The disposability of being male, violence, abuse, any transgression against a woman is by its inherent nature a tragedy, whereas violence against men is simply the way of the world. Plays directly into the responsibilities of men. Get beaten to death, should have defended yourself. Get assaulted, shouldn't have said or did whatever you did. Conscripted into war or a gang or other violence against your will. You're a man, you should stand up for yourself, even when the alternative is death. Whereas any of these, when applied to a female, blame is automatically assigned to the perpetrator and not the victim. Sympathy is the only thing applied to the victim. 182 people died, including 28 women and children. When you're going through puberty, it's the awkward erections, and when you get older, it's just being in a world where everyone sees men as pigs. Your feelings are completely unimportant, and nobody ever gives you a sincere compliment other than your mother. Being expected to make the first move. In any domestic dispute, you are always at fault. Abuse towards men is seen as funny or not serious. Courts majorly favor women in child and marriage disputes. So many foundations and resources set up to support women and minorities, but if you're a white male, good luck if you fall on hard times. I'd say the worst thing is, in today's climate, it feels like I don't even have the right to bring up men's issues. Oh, you get lonely sometimes? That's nice. Try not feeling safe leaving your house at night. Sorry. Supposed to be manly, overthinking things with girls, and I will probably die alone since I am hella awkward. This is Girl Pepe, she only appears once in every 50,000 memes, like in 3 seconds for good luck. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.